Hey guys, hope you like the top 3 Illumination movies. So I'm back with another top 3, talking about some underrated animated classics that deserve more recognition than their overrated counterparts. So let's check out the top 3 most underrated animated movies. And if you don't think these movies are underrated, that's fine. It's just an opinion. And there's probably something on here that you don't like. So take this list with a pinch of salt. Anyway, on to the countdown. Number 3, Over the Hedge. Easily one of the most classic DreamWorks movies, as the jokes all work. A lot of the characters are likable, and this is a childhood classic, one that really needs a sequel. The animation is slightly better than Madagascar, and Hammy is by far the most memorable character. And this has a really good concept, one that was ripped off in 2014 with The Nut Job. However, this movie underperformed due to its disappointment to meeting the expectations of what DreamWorks was leading Over the Hedge to be like. Because this has a great cast: Bruce Willis, Gary Shandling, William Shatner, Steve Carell, Wanda Sykes. Although I don't like Wanda Sykes, I kind of find her annoying. But anyway, this is one of the most extraordinary DreamWorks movies. And it really sucks that this movie doesn't get a whole lot of recognition. A lot of people are saying that it doesn't age well. I disagree. It ages very well. A lot of the jokes still work, and the characters are still as lovable as they were when they debuted back in 2006. And the video game, even better than the movie, because it has a better storyline. This is an underrated DreamWorks gem that really deserves more recognition alongside its other recognizable DreamWorks gems like Madagascar, Shrek, and Kung Fu Panda. Anyway, on to number 2. And the second most underrated movie is A Bug's Life. So, anybody who's wondering if there's going to be a Bug's Life 2, sorry, but Pixar said they're not making any more sequels. So, if we ever were to get a sequel, it would probably be a very long time before it debuted in theaters. But this movie still has so much charm to it. It's likable and funny characters, and even though Flick is a stereotypical liar, still remains one of the most memorable Pixar movies. The animation's still solid, and the hoppers, the grasshoppers, are some of the most tough, brutal, bullying antagonists in a movie ever. This may be the second movie and kind of subpar in comparisons to Toy Story or Finding Nemo. But it still remains a classic movie. The voice acting is top-notch, and there are a whole lot of memorable scenes, like where Flick flies off of Ant Island. The soundtrack is phenomenal, and it would be exciting to hear a Bug's Life soundtrack in theaters once again, just like with the Toy Story soundtrack. This has a lot of classic music that they even used for another Pixar teaser for Pixar's Cars. So, I totally recommend A Bug's Life, and I forgot to recommend Over the Hedge. But if you love classic Pixar movies, you'll definitely love A Bug's Life over The Good Dinosaur. Anyway, moving on to number 1, just have a couple of quick honorable mentions. Valiant. This is Vanguard Animation's debut. If you want to see the video on Vanguard Animation, go check out the second video on the channel. It has okay animation, it has some likable characters, and this was a part of my childhood, so definitely check it out. This couldn't quite make the list because it's not good enough to warrant the list. Anyway, on to the next one. Flushed Away. This is easily one of Aardman's most underrated gems. It has a terrific cast: Hugh Jackman, Kate Winslet, Ian McKellen, Gandalf himself. This movie was highly memorable and is a big part of my childhood. And I totally recommend it. It's just as good as any other Aardman masterpiece, and it totally deserves a mention. Anyway, on to number 1. And without a doubt, the number 1 most underrated animated movie is... There was no other choice. There is none other underrated animated movie that comes close to Treasure Planet. This should have been nominated for an Oscar, or Best Animated Feature. The adventure is epic. The climax is the best climax ever, as they try to escape Treasure Planet before it blows into smithereens. It has memorable, likable characters. Jim is a relatable guy who is just trying to find some peace and joy in life and wants to go on adventures. And he's relatable to anyone who grew up without a father. Silver is the perfect father/friend for Jim. They both have a believable, relatable bond. And it's crushing to see that Silver actually portrays Jim. This has a special technology mixing 3D with 2D, and it was one of the most brilliant things Disney ever did. This is a masterpiece. This deserves to be recognized for one of Disney's best movies for years to come. The songs are great. I'm Still Here and Always Know Where You are beautiful, timeless songs. So much better than Let It Go. Treasure Planet beats Frozen by far. And I consider this the absolute most underrated animated movie of all time. Please, go check out Treasure Planet as soon as possible. You won't regret it.